Hey YouTube, this is my, I keep saying this will be the last pickup of the year, but it just kind of, the season doesn't seem to want to end, so I got out again today. Didn't hit a whole lot of sales, but I by far found the best N64 pickup ever that I've had. And if you guys have seen all my videos before, you know that I've, especially this summer, picked up some completely ridiculous N64 deals. This one, I paid a decent amount of money for it, but when you see all the stuff that I got, it's pretty crazy. The stuff here, some of it's from last weekend. I didn't hit a whole lot of sales the past 2 weekends, so there's definitely some good stuff here, though. As I said, I'll save that Nintendo bundle for the N64 bundle for the end. So some non-garage sale stuff here. Blockbuster is, as I'm sure you all know, is going under. So all the Blockbusters around here are having 50% off sales. The one who actually was at 70% yesterday. So I picked up some just crazy deals there. I'll start off here, I guess. Disgaea 4 just came out. I ended up paying, it was under $20 for that. Actually all of these here were under, with the exception of I think one, were under 20 bucks. So Disgaea 4, Mlb the Show, this one I think ended up being like $12. Vanquish, I think I paid $8 for that. White Knight Chronicles 2, this one ended up being just over, I think, 25 bucks. This one has the first White Knight Chronicles on it. Kind of remastered, and I think a lot of the systems were changed, like the battle system and stuff was updated for the previous game. So you get 1 and 2 on here. I started playing it a bit. It's a lot like kind of like Phantasy Star type RPG. It's not bad. I'm not sure if how deep I'm going to get into this, especially this time of year with all the huge RPGs coming up. Skyrim's coming, so it's going to eat up most of my RPG time at least. Excuse me. NHL 12, I paid. I think this was more like 30 bucks. I ended up paying. Got this 50% off. So, really great game. Real quick, like it's the year that it's been for sports. I'm going to probably maybe do a video about this later, but the sports games this year have just been ridiculous. Mlb 12 The Show is just insanely good. The graphics on this are just phenomenal. The new analog batting and pitching system I actually really enjoy. NHL 12 is the best in the series, best ever. The Madden this year wasn't, not leaps and bounds, but still the best Madden ever. I just read the review for FIFA 12. Again, that apparently is just an insanely good game. And then I think that the new NBA 2K12 is even going to beat last year, and last year's version was probably the best basketball game ever made. So it's been a really great year for sports, that's for sure. Anyways, Child of Eden, I think I paid $15 for this. Earth Defense Force, same thing, 15 bucks. Really excited to get Child of Eden. Actually, both of these. I have the first Defense Force. It's really underrated and kind of a hidden gem, the first Earth Defense Force. Really fun co-op games. Technically it's not anything superb, but just a lot of fun. Child of Eden, for basically the successor to Rez, and Rez is in my probably top 5 games ever, so yeah, got those. Here's 2 more here. Cursed Mountain, I think I paid $6 new. And then Spyborgs I picked up for my nephew for his birthday today. Really fun kind of beat 'em up. Another really underrated game by Capcom. I would definitely pick that up if you see it for like 10 bucks. Actually kind of complex too. It's not really, it's not a kid's game. There's some challenge to it. This again I think was $5 or $6. I picked up The Road on Blu-ray, $5, brand new. Now this one here, I can't recommend a Blu-ray or DVD or movie more highly than this. I just downloaded this when it first came out to watch it, to check it out, and this movie blew me away. It's Michael Jackson's "This Is It." It's the footage leading up to the concert he was supposed to do before he died. You know, I'm not like a Michael Jackson fanatic or anything like that, but this movie gave me goosebumps probably 10 times. If you've got a decent sound system, like, you need to see this on DVD or whatever, on demand, Blu-ray, and crank up the sound. Like, I couldn't believe how well this guy's basically looks like a walking skeleton, you know, and I couldn't believe how well this guy could move and still sing. Like, just, it was just mind-blowing to me. This is a must-watch. I can't stress that enough. It's phenomenal. Okay, on to the garage sale stuff. Wow, this is going to be a long video. I'm already at 6 minutes. Wild Arms 2, PS1 RPG, $2 at a garage sale. Really happy to find that. I picked it up a couple months ago. I think I paid $15 for it. These three were $1 for the three: Space Invaders, Road Rash 3D, and Road Rash Jailbreak. I still need the original Road Rash. I actually played the crap out of that original Road Rash for the PlayStation. Loved that game. I really want to get a hold of that. Ape Escape 2, and I just grabbed the Force Unleashed. You know, I think, you know, next year I'll probably start grabbing any PS2 game I see, and I guess try and work towards the whole complete collection. I wasn't that conscious of doing it this year. It seems like some people still are charging like in the $5 range. I don't want to pay, you know, when I can get these for 50 cents, and I'll buy everything and everything I don't have, as long as it's in good condition, and attempt to complete the collection, which I know I'll never do. There's over 2,000 games, I think, for the PS2. Nice little pickup here. Pokemon Puzzle League, or Puzzle Challenge. Really fun game. I played this for 20 minutes or so earlier today. Kind of like a match 3 kind of game. Pokemon Crystal, Pokemon Red. Those I'll just flip. James Bond 007. And a sealed copy of Mario Sunshine. You know, I wish it wasn't the player's choice, but it's nonetheless kind of cool to have. Sealed copy, and just throw it on the shelf. This was $10 for all this. Pokemon games sell really well. I'll probably sell these for $10 a piece. You know, I don't get too crazy on trying to get. Some people are selling. A lot of people sell these Pokemon games for $20 a piece. I just flip them for 10 usually. Let's see here. Kind of a box of random stuff here. I stumbled upon this at a garage sale, and I asked, you know, if he had any games. And he pointed to the box. He said Commodore 64. So I got pretty excited. I don't have Commodore 64. I didn't get a Commodore 64, but I got everything else pretty much. Wico Command Control for the Commodore 64. A whole bunch of programming guides. You know, I'm obviously not going to get into that kind of stuff, but cool to have, I guess. A whole bunch of old floppy, bunch of games here. Some word processing software. Home Banker. There's Top Gun. Bubble Bobble. Spreadsheet 64. That sounds pretty fun to me. Zaxxon. So a couple games. Still waiting on that Commodore 64. Power cord, which would be nice to have. I'm pretty sure those things are hard to find if you're just conks out on you. Some controllers. The mouse. The modem for Commodore 64. I don't know if the stuff. That's cool to have. It's a cool box. I don't know if any of this is worth anything. I paid $2 for all of it, so I figured I'd take it, stick it in the closet until I find a Commodore 64 someday. And then I'll have the stuff if I'm missing a power bar or whatever. The next thing's here. It's weird. I stumbled upon. I stumbled upon this garage sale. They didn't have any. I think he had some PS2 games, but nothing special. Grabbed a whole box of magazines though. I love picking these up. Nintendo Powers. I don't have these. These are later versions. I've got, I think, the first 100 or so. Maybe not the first 100, first 70 or 80. Some of these are in the low hundreds to 200s. So, and there's a good one there. Issue 50. I'm pretty sure I have that. Yeah, always really cool to find Nintendo Powers. Nothing, I don't know what it is about these old gaming magazines, but nothing brings me back to my childhood more than these. I didn't have a lot of games when I was a kid, but I had a, subscription to the magazine and stuff, so that was kind of my fix, right? Just kind of flipping through the magazines, wishing I had all the games that I was looking at. Yeah, some really nice older Game Pros in here too. Yeah, cool stuff. Also, I picked up 2 Tiger Electronic little LCD games, Double Dragon 3 and Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. Both are in really good condition. They play perfectly. These are the first 2 I've ever actually seen of these. I know they're pretty collectible. It's kind of I do have some LCD games, just not the Tiger ones. These ones are always, a little bit higher quality than the other ones. So pretty cool to get those. Those and the box of magazines were $5, so pretty decent deal there. I'll just get these out of the way. Grab 2 albums. Bobby Brown, Don't Be Cruel. Classic stuff. Well, I shouldn't say classic stuff, but stuff from my childhood, kind of. My prerogative, Don't Be Cruel. Even better, New Edition. Great album. A little bit before my time, but definitely have heard Cool It Now a couple hundred times. So 2 good pickups there. Those were 50 cents for the 2. Okay, on to the N64 bundle. 39 games. 39 games here. You've got a system with all the controllers. It's in great shape. Got the expansion pack. AV cables are there, which is nice. Power cable. The N64 steering wheel. That will probably go straight to Goodwill. I don't know, maybe I'll throw it up on Kijiji, but I couldn't see anybody wanting that really. And a nice collection of controllers. Got the orange, the atomic purple, the red. Sticks are good on most of these. A third party, classic gray, and this one is the nicest one of the bunch. I'm thinking that maybe I heard that this one is somewhat uncommon, or goes for a little bit more than the others. I don't have this one, so it'll go in the collection. I'm guessing that's like I would say neon green. Looks more green than yellow to me. Really cool controller. Happy to add that to the collection. Another really cool thing that came with this is it came with like 6 replacement sticks. The guy said that he called Nintendo back in the day and complained about the controllers with the sticks dying, and they sent him a whole bunch of these. I wonder if this is the actual box. It is. I won't show it, but it's from Nintendo Parts Warehouse, Crestwood Place, Richmond, BC. So that's the exact box that they came in. So yeah, there's a whole bunch. What did I say? There's 6 of them. Rumble pack, a couple third-party memory cards. So what's that? System, wheel, 2, 4, 6 controllers, which is really nice, and 39 games. I'll go through these games as quick as I can. I'm going to start with the ones I didn't have. There's actually 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 games that I didn't have, which is really nice. So the first one's A Bug's Life. Brunswick Circuit Pro Bowling. Paper Mario. Extremely happy to find this. Didn't have in my collection. Didn't want to pay $25 or $30, whatever this goes for. It's got some weight to it, that one. California Speed. Another one of those games that I just assumed that I had and checked my list, and I didn't. Top Gear Overdrive. Aiden Chronicles, The First Mage. Never heard of that one. Mischief Makers, another one that I assumed I had, but apparently not. Label's in terrible condition, but I mean, I'll keep it in the collection until I find a better version. Hot Wheels Turbo Racing. These Hot Wheel games sometimes end up being pretty good. I know, I watched the EMU review, Jason Heine. I think it's Hot Wheels games that he's kind of has an obsession with. It's either that or Micro Machines. Pretty sure it's Hot Wheels. Shadowgate 64. I can't remember what I heard about this game. I can't remember if it's any good or not. Polaris Snowcross. And the last one that I didn't have was Yoshi's Story. I don't know anything about this game. I have no idea what it is. I don't know if it's a platformer or puzzle game. No clue about this. Okay, so on to the stuff that I did have. I put them in order here from worst to first, like I always do. Aero Fighters Assault, Quest 64, Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers, Cruisin' World, Miss Pac-Man. That's actually supposed to be in this pile that I didn't have, so it's 12 games that I didn't have. Pokemon Snap. Great game here. Jet Force Gemini. Diddy Kong Racing. Star Fox 64. Another copy of Yoshi's Story. Donkey Kong 64. Castlevania. Kirby 64, The Crystal Shards. Pokemon Stadium. Another Pokemon Stadium. Both of those are in mint condition, which is great. Pokemon Stadium 2. Mario Tennis. Zelda, The Ocarina of Time. Zelda Majora's Mask. Mario Kart 64. Mario Kart 64. Super Mario 64. Smash Brothers. Some really great ones here. Mario Party. Mario Party 2. Mario Party 2. Mario Party 3. And Vigilante 8. Came with some manuals. I need to answer my door. My wife's yelling at me to answer the door. I paid $100 for everything here, so that's what, 40. That's about $250 a game. plus the systems, all the controllers. Easily my best score of the summer, probably. I'll make my money back triple on this, plus keep a bunch of games. So, yeah, I gotta go. Thanks for watching.